Oh yeah, yeehaw! Hey, Kenny, what's up? Hey, Bill, just chill for a little bit, please. How many times have I told you I can't stand it when you're acting crazy like this? Come on, man, lighten up a little, it's party time. I can't talk to you when you're like this. See you later. Oh, come on, bro. There's no need to be such a stick in the mud like that. Why do you have to be so cold? Put yourself in my shoes for a moment. Every time I go through my WhatsApp account, I'm reminded of your stupidity because these messages remain in my history. What? You're drunk again, aren't you? How many bars have you been to so far? Maybe 20? Yeah, well, we both know that's not very likely. There's not even 20 decent watering holes in town. You just picked a random number out of the air, didn't you? Was it that obvious? Not half. I guess I need to work on that. Before you worry about your acting skills, you need to worry about your wife. She's at home pregnant with your child. Why on earth are you out drinking at a time like this? It's okay. Mom and Dad are there to look after her. Yeah, I know you're back living with them for the moment, but you can't just use that as an excuse to go out drinking and partying on your own. I'm not on my own, bro. That's irrelevant. You need to take more responsibility for your own family. You're relying too heavily on Mom and Dad, and that's not fair on anyone. Rebecca is due next month, right? When are you going to realize that it's time for you to settle down and become a responsible parent? Oh man, I get enough of this from Mom and Dad. Now I need to cop it from you too? I thought if anyone, you would be a little more understanding of my situation. You're still enjoying the single life. Don't you realize that I'm going to miss that very soon, once my kid is born? I wish you wouldn't ride me like this. Even though I'm not married, it's quite obvious that I understand more about the workings of the world than you do. When I finally settle down, I'm definitely gonna do the right thing by my partner. As you need to too. Now stop your partying and just go home. Okay, that's it. I've had enough. I was gonna wait a little while before dropping this little bit of news on you. I was hoping, or trying, to keep it a secret for a little bit longer. But now you've pissed me off with your high and mighty attitude, so I think I'm gonna let you have it now. What are you going on about? You know your girlfriend? My girlfriend? Yes, I know her. I slept with her. Say what? Of course, it was mutually consenting. Man, she is one hot piece of work. I can't believe you could choose someone like her. I'm sure she's not your type. To tell you the truth, I'm still with her right now. We're just in front of a hotel. They charged for the night, but we only needed a room for a few hours. Yeah, whatever. Look, I really don't have the time for your petty little games right now. It's pretty obvious that you're lying out of your backside right now. I'm not lying at all. My girlfriend is currently at my apartment right now. She came over yesterday afternoon. We had dinner and she stayed over. What? So that's why I'm pretty sure that you're lying. Again, I say what? Oh, come on, man. You're drunk. Just hurry up and get yourself home. That's probably the best course of action at this time. Now I know that you're telling a few lies. If your girlfriend stayed over at your place last night, then who the hell is with me right now? I don't know. Your imaginary girlfriend? Oh, brother, ouch! But forget about that. You're married, and you're gonna be a father next month. Someone in your position shouldn't be making jokes like that. They're not funny at the best of times. Now, I'm getting tired of this, but you need to go home. Hey, Bill. What is going on? I got a message from your wife. She said that you haven't come home for the past few days. She hasn't been able to get in contact with you. She's getting so worried that she's asking around if anyone has heard from you. What the hell are you up to? What are you playing at? There can't be too many good explanations for this. Oh, hey there, Kenny. What's up? I know that you love that. Anyway, when my phone beeped just now, I thought it would be another message from my cute girlfriend. You can imagine my disappointment when it was a message from you. Are you still going on with that stupid joke? Please don't tell me that you skipped out of work and are out drinking already. No, I actually came to work today. Today? What about the other days? Look, I'm on my lunch break. You send me a message and I reply. Why do you have to get on my case like this? Would you prefer I just ignored you too? Okay, my apologies. All that aside, do you still think I was joking the other day? Joking? You talked so much crap, I pretty much put it all out of my mind. Even the bits where I said I was with your girlfriend? Oh yes, I recall you saying something like that. But like I said, I don't have time to play your stupid games and play along with your bad jokes. You're more than welcome to think that I was joking. While we're on the topic, I'm gonna be seeing her again tonight. Okay, sure, I'll play along. And then what? And then what? Naturally, after a while, we'll end up snuggling. Okay, well, first, that's impossible. What? How? Why? Well, first of all, she's off on an overseas business trip from today. I dropped her off at the airport this morning. She jumped on the plane and I waved her goodbye. That is why I'm able to come up with the conclusion that you're just telling another one of your bad jokes. Perhaps there's a chance that you've hooked up with someone that just looks like my girlfriend? Or your imagination is just going into overdrive again. It's not my imagination. Okay then, what is your girlfriend's name? Please tell me. It's Stacy. Why do you need to ask? Stacy? For real? For real. Okay, this is a little weird. I don't remember telling you my girlfriend's name, so... But if knowing her name isn't enough for you, I can tell you that she has a killer body. Is that enough proof? Oh, she is so much better than my dumpy wife. Her skin is so smooth, her dark hair is so silky, and the smell of her perfume, it's like a rose garden. Okay. I don't like the way this conversation is heading. I think I'm starting to fall for her. Hold it right there. What on earth are you talking about? You can't be serious. If you're telling the truth, I really don't know what to say. You have a wife, a pregnant wife, and yet you're going out and hooking up with other women? On top of that, you hit on Stacy? Don't you have any feelings for your wife at all? This is gonna ruin her. No, I'm not really concerned about her. I found myself a hot new model. And to top it off, it's my younger brother's girlfriend that I stole. Okay, look, we're gonna talk about that a bit later. Hey, here's a good idea. Let's do a trade. Your girlfriend for my pregnant wife. Have you lost your mind? Think about it from my point of view. My wife is so huge right now. It's embarrassing to be seen with her in that shape. She is pregnant, man. How can you be so inconsiderate? And to hit on Stacy of all people? How does that make you feel? Pretty bad, right? Your girlfriend has been stolen by your older brother. Bro, I never knew you had such bad taste in women. What are you talking about? It's easy to see any way you look at it. Your wife is so much better than Stacy. Are you crazy? Have you forgotten who my wife is? Not at all. She has so many better qualities than Stacy. They are not even in the same league. What's this? Have you got the hots for my wife? Look, there's something I need to do right now. So I need to get off WhatsApp for a bit. But before I go, I'll leave you with this one piece of information. Tell me, this has gotta be good coming from you. My girlfriend, her name is Rebecca. What? Wait, what? I'll speak to you soon. Oh, hang on, don't go. Tell me again, what is your girlfriend's name? It's not Stacy? Who the hell is Rebecca? Kenny! Ken, don't go! Hey, Kenny? Come on, where are you? This is not fair. No messages for 2 whole weeks? After you dropped that bombshell on me? I have a feeling that your so-called girlfriend Rebecca is nothing more than a figment of your imagination. Now you're the one who's telling bad jokes, not me. Hey Bill, what good timing. I was just gonna message you too. It's like you can read my mind. Really? Go on, what have you got to say to me? It would appear that you haven't been home for the past few days again. Have you been shacking up with Stacy again? Oh yeah, oh what a ride. We took off to a little resort just outside of town. Just me and her and the room to ourselves. The room service is amazing too. I can't believe how lightly you're treating this. It's nothing more than cheating on your wife. It's infidelity, and you know that's not looked upon lightly. Whatever. I don't suppose I need to tell you, but your girlfriend is amazing. I didn't think it was possible for someone so perfect to exist. It's like I'm in a dreamland this whole time with her. That is just revolting to think about. I don't want to think about it. Oh, you're just jealous. It's natural that you don't want to think about it. Hey, bro? Yes? You do realize that Stacy is already married. Your point being what? Well, seeing as you're already under the impression that she's my girlfriend, I just wanted to see if you had all of the facts. Yes, well, actually, I did hear that from her. Okay, then, good. I just wanted to make sure that you knew the facts and were still happy to pursue the relationship. Man, you must be so angry. You finally get the courage to try and snare a married woman to be your girlfriend. And when you catch one, she ends up being taken by your older brother. My girlfriend is not married. Don't worry about that. No, she is definitely married. No, I told you before, my girlfriend's name is Rebecca, not Stacy. Oh, yes, your imaginary girlfriend, Rebecca. You're just so depressed that I took Stacy from you, that you've gone and created a girlfriend in your fantasy world. Look, bro, I don't have time to continue going around in circles like this, so let me explain a few things clearly. Go ahead, I'm listening. Maybe Stacy didn't tell you, but your wife, Rebecca, and Stacy all went to the same school. They what? You heard me. They were all in the same grade. It doesn't sound like they were very close, but they all knew of each other. And then? From what I hear, Stacy always considered the others to be her rivals. She could be a bit of a pain at the best of times. Okay. One story I heard was how she stole your wife's boyfriend at the time. Then, when she grew tired of him, she went after Rebecca's boyfriend. Quite successfully, apparently. She used to do it to everyone. She just couldn't handle the other girls having a boyfriend and being happy. Yeah, but that was way back in high school after all. Rebecca said after graduation they all lost touch with each other. But when Stacy's husband got transferred to the branch in town, they sort of rekindled their quote-unquote friendship. At the time, Rebecca was already going out with me. I didn't know about Stacy's past at the time, but I learned quickly. What do you mean? Well, not long after being introduced to her, she tried hitting on me. I don't believe you. Just keep listening. Anyway, you were right when you say she's very attractive. But I have to say, there was just something in her eyes that I just didn't like. Her eyes? Yeah, it was like she had locked onto a target, like a predator locking onto its prey. I didn't know about her past at the time, so I was caught a little unaware. But later, it became apparent that she was definitely trying to steal me from Rebecca, just like old times. When the events of the past came to light, I realized what a bad situation I could be in. So I made sure not to give her the wrong impression. The final straw was when she came to my house uninvited. I had no option but to threaten to call the police if she didn't leave. Fortunately, she left and I hadn't heard from her since. That is, until you mentioned her name the other day. It would appear that after me, her next target was your wife's husband, i.e. you. What are you talking about? That can't be true. I have a hunch that when she realized I was not interested, she turned her attention to you. Given her previous experiences, perhaps she was of the belief that we had some kind of bond. Whether she believed this or not, it was enough for her to tell you that she was my girlfriend. Now that you mention it, I was more attracted to her when she told me that. It appears that you were drawn in by her web of deceit. It takes a strong man to resist her charms. You might not know this, but she's rumored to have 5 boyfriends at the current time. 5? Yep, I believe it's you and 4 others who she divides her time between. I honestly can't believe you didn't realize this. Hey, it's not my fault. Why didn't you just tell me this before? If I had known that someone of her caliber was hanging around, I would have been more careful. If you think about it, I pretty clearly warned you of something like this happening. What? When? Back over Christmas? I pretty much gave you the same information back then and warned you of what might happen if you weren't careful. That? I thought you were just trying to talk yourself up. I guess this is proof that you simply weren't listening. You really need to pay more attention to people. Oh. Anyways, just to confirm that you were fully aware that Stacy was a married woman. And even though you knew that, you still willingly entered into a relationship with her. It goes without saying, both Stacy's husband and your wife are now in possession of enough evidence to file for divorce. I do believe they intend contacting their lawyers in the near future. Lawyers? I highly recommend that you get yourself home as soon as humanly possible and have a proper discussion with your wife. Ken, what's the big deal? Why aren't you in your apartment? Sorry? Mom and Dad said that they were gonna disown me. Me, their eldest son. Okay, and then? Why are you at my place? They kicked me out of the house and they said that I couldn't live there anymore. So I need a place to stay for a while. Naturally, that means yours. So why on earth is your apartment so empty? Easy. I moved out of there. That's why it's empty. You've moved out? What the hell? In that case, just give me your new address. I'm gonna crash at yours for a while. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't need the likes of you anywhere near me. Likes of me? How dare you? Look, just calm down. I got married to Rebecca and we moved in together. I really don't need you and your bad choices anywhere near my life. You would be nothing but a hindrance to us, so I choose not to have that anywhere near me. That's hardly fair. Given that this is partly your fault, you need to help me out. Oh, by the way, I heard from your wife that she and Stacy's husband have filed papers against you and her. What were they claiming for again? Child support and alimony? She said that you were able to pay off the amounts in just one lump sum? Yeah, but I didn't want that hanging over my head, so I took it on to pay them off ASAP. So thanks to that, now I have no money to my name. With no money, it's pretty much impossible to rent a new place, given that everyone wants a pretty substantial bond up front. That's why you need to let me stay with you. No thanks. Like Mom and Dad, I'm also going to cut my ties to you. I'm pretty sure that I'll be much happier without you around. No, come on, you can't do that. Not legally anyways. But I don't need to do anything legally. I'm just stating my case that I don't ever want to see you again. But I lost my job too. Now I have no money, no income, no house, and no family. Oh, come on, bro. I don't want to lose you too. Lost your job? Did that have anything to do with all of this too? Well, yeah, sort of. You see, I sort of took a little bit of time off to spend it with Stacy. Perhaps I took off more than bosses wanted and said it was stuff to do with the pregnancy. So they told me to pack my stuff and get out. Oh, don't you feel bad for me? I've been through so much in the last few weeks. I'm your older brother. It should be you and me against the world. We've got to stand by each other, help each other out. Just like old times, hey? Oh, come on, bro. What do you say? See you later, alligator. I've got nothing more to say to you. Wait, come on, Kenny. Kenny? So Bill had nowhere left to turn. As a result, he went to his wife's family home to plead his case. They had recently given birth to their child and was resting there. Unbeknownst to Bill, though, her parents lived in a rather large house with some pretty decent security measures. One of those measures being 10 well-trained Doberman guard dogs. After he jumped the fence, he ended up being chased around a bit before climbing up a tree to escape. The security company were called to switch off the alarms. And when they discovered my brother in a tree, they had no choice but to call the police. My parents very reluctantly took him back, but they weren't going to let him live there rent-free. One of their friends had a construction company and were often looking for laborers. So they sent my brother over there to work and pay off his debts. Every now and then he messages me for financial assistance, but like I told him, I had no interest in helping him out. As for Stacy, it wasn't just her ex-husband she had done wrong. Apparently, she had quite a number of people filing papers against her for various indiscrepancies. She too had to take out a number of loans to pay off her debts. I'm not exactly sure what she's doing for money now, but I've heard rumors that she's having to flaunt her body to get it. I guess that's what happens when you try to take more than your fair share. Eventually, you'll get what's coming to you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe.
Oh, Ida dear, hey, I want to have like a tea party at your house sometime. That's totally fine with you, right? Oh, what am I saying? Of course it is. But I might as well ask as like a formality. But you're going to say yes. Uh-huh. What is this all of a sudden? You see, we've decided amongst the members of my mom group that we should start meeting up on Tuesdays for tea. We'll allow you to join our group, so let us use your place to host them. Well then, it's been decided. We'll be dropping by next Tuesday at 1 o'clock sharp. Be sure you're ready for us. Ooh, also, we can't have a tea party without tea and little sandwiches, so do be sure to prepare those as well.
Just hold your horses there. I am going to be doing work during that time. You can't do that.
What? Really? You work?
Yeah, I'm an office worker.
But you seem like you're always home.
Don't you know? These days a lot of remote work has been popping up. That's what my job is, so I fortunately get to stay home. I have a home office specifically for this purpose, but that doesn't mean I'm free. I do have to go into the office a few times a month, but even when I'm home, I have to clock in and clock out at certain times. It's not like I get assigned a bunch of work that I can complete whenever I feel like it. I'm sorry, but because of that, it's going to be really hard to designate my house as your meeting place. You shouldn't be counting on it.
Oh, stop. You don't have to be such a goody two-shoes all the time. If your work is remote, then that's even more reason why it's perfect to hold our weekly tea parties at your place. No one else but you knows what you're really doing since they can't see you.
That's not true. My company has a system in place where they can keep track of their employees and what they're doing. So that's impossible. I can't even go to the bathroom without them knowing about it. Under these circumstances, how am I going to host your tea party? Besides, isn't it weird for me to participate in your tea party with your mom friends? I don't belong there.
Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short. I'm about to start work, so I gotta go. See you.
Wait. You're quite an impudent little wench, aren't you, Ida? I suppose I may have to show you what happens when you mess with the girls of my mom group. Consider this a lesson. Hey there, Ida. Have you still not noticed? I commend your ignorance. Or perhaps you're just simply feigning it. After all, I wouldn't expect you to be quite this clueless. You see, I've stolen your husband. Oh, he's such a wonderful man. Let me tell you, he treats me so right, much better than my own husband ever has. What's that? You're wondering why I wanted to steal your hubby in the first place? Well, I suppose it's natural that you'd be curious. And wouldn't you know, there's a very good reason for that. It's because you're an impudent little wench, and I needed to teach you a lesson. The fate of a woman who's forever outcasted from her group is pathetic and sad, you know. Lingering in the background like she thinks she's a poor lone wolf. You see, I simply gave you a taste of what that might be like. You might try to apologize to me for your insolence, but I'm afraid it's too late. To tell you the truth, your hubby's already proposed to me. Now you know for next time that I'm not one to mess with, don't you? Anywho, be sure to divorce him ASAP. Oh, Ida, my, look what we have here. It seems your hubby's invited me out, so I'm on my way to a hotel to meet up with him right now. I mean, how could I possibly resist? I assure you, we'll be having plenty of fun together. Hey, Ida, will you respond already? I know you're jealous. That must be why you're ignoring me. Now I can understand why, but you need to get a grip already and accept reality. Stop being stubborn. Holding out isn't going to fix anything. Your husband no longer loves you and you can't win him back. Nothing is going to change. Divorce him already. Don't keep me waiting for too long. And guess what? I'll be waiting with your hubby in the meanwhile. I mean, he just won't let me go. So we'll be spending another steamy night at this high-class hotel, just the two of us.
Hey, Philip, can you give me some advice? I need to vent.
What's wrong?
Oh boy, there's a lot wrong. Is now a good time? I don't want to keep you up too late if it gets long.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm off of work tomorrow, so even if it winds up taking some time, I can stay up, no problem. Did something happen?
Well, first off, do you remember Tanya?
Tanya, huh? I remember that name coming up before. You said something like she was one of the parents at the preschool Tiffany goes to? If I remember right, she thoroughly believes she's at the top of the mom group hierarchy at the preschool. I've never met her, so I don't even know what she looks like. That's all I know about her.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You've been working in Hawaii all this time and haven't been able to come back home. There's no way you'd be personally acquainted with her. It'd be nearly impossible.
Huh? What's with that? Do you think that we were?
Sort of, but this just about confirms that you aren't. It seems Tanya is acting under a huge misunderstanding and has been running wild with it.
What's the misunderstanding about?
It's a lot to take in, so I'll just send you a screenshot of our WhatsApp conversation. That'd be easier for me.
Oh boy, alright, I'll give it a look. This has gotta be good. Phew, I read it all. So she is a special new kind of crazy.
So that's what you thought too. Yeah. I don't know what's going on up there, but whatever it isn't good. When I met her for the first time, I'm pretty sure I told her about Tiffany and our situation. But I guess she forgot, or maybe she just wasn't listening. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Why don't you correct her?
Well, about that, I wanted to, but it seems like she blocks me after every message she sends, so she doesn't even give me a chance to respond.
Really?
Yeah, I talked to the other moms in the group, and apparently it's all on purpose. She was howling in laughter over it. You know, hearing that, I can't help imagining her like a movie villain cackling over her evil plans. I'd find it funny if it wasn't real. I don't know how intentional she's being about this part, but she manages to always send me those weird messages right when I'm in the middle of work. Thanks to that, I never get the chance to respond to her in real time before she blocks me.
It seems that means that she doesn't want to hear your replies.
Yep, seems like it. I guess I can't be too surprised. She has a very domineering type of personality and hates people talking back to her. Actually, I think you could tell that just by the messages she was sending me. I was thinking about seeing her in person and correcting her. That way she wouldn't be able to ignore me and hide behind a block button. But I'm somewhere else right now, it's not easy for me. It's because of that your dad's been taking Tiffany to school instead of me now.
Then can't you ask someone else to talk to her for you? Someone who knows her contact information?
I did consider doing that, but I don't know how much I should say to someone who's unrelated to the situation. I don't want to get them involved in this mess.
Ah, right, true.
Besides, the only people I know for sure can contact her are the other moms. But the ones in that group are super unapproachable. I don't really want to ask them for anything, so it's difficult. They might even make the situation worse.
Gosh, she really chose the worst timing to pull something like this. Your hands are completely tied.
Yeah, it sucks.
Then maybe can't you just leave her be? She can go on being delusional on her own. What's the worst that she can do? Blow up your phone?
What? Is that really a good idea?
I don't know, but what else can you do? She has no intentions of hearing you out, and you can't see her in person. It's already unbelievable that she's cheating on her husband. No matter what happens, she'll be getting her comeuppance sooner or later. She won't be bothering you forever.
I suppose.
If the idea of that is troubling, maybe you should wait and see what she does before blocking her yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, I'm here for you. If you're in a tough spot, just holler, alright?
Right, I will, thanks.
Alrighty, I'm heading off to bed now. Good night.
Yeah, night.
Oh, Ida. It's been 4 days since I declared that I've stolen your husband. Even without me reminding you, I'm sure you're well aware. After all my past WhatsApp messages, see, they've all been read. So if you try to lie and act like you don't know anything, it's not gonna work. So, when are you gonna divorce him? You see, we'll be having our wedding ceremony in 3 days. It's a big problem for us if you're still married. That's why you better hurry up right now so you don't mess up our plans. Or else I'll make sure you'll be sorry. Hey, what's the meaning of this? I noticed the other day that you're not the one taking Tiffany to school anymore. Was the one dropping off of her grandfather? He looked pretty old, so I can't imagine it'd be one of your siblings. Well, this is certainly something. I don't know whether he's your father or your husband's. But this is good news for me. I'm sure that means you've been busy discussing your upcoming divorce. That's why you can't take her to school anymore, and why her grandpa has to step in. You have plenty of talking to do just between the two of you. That's great. Keep it up just like that. All the way up until you get a divorce. Just don't take too long. I don't have much patience. God, this is taking forever. You still haven't divorced? I thought you two have been discussing it. Otherwise, why the hell is Tiffany's grandpa been dropping her off now? What, you got tired of being a good mother? That's just a poor excuse. Get on my level, will you? I divorced my husband a while ago already, so? When's it going to be your turn? I've been waiting long enough. I'm guessing you're slacking off as usual. I see. You think you can drag this on forever? Well, that won't do. You better listen to me soon. You hear me? Unless you don't care what happens to your little Tiffany, then by all means, keep ignoring me. I'll make sure you regret it.
Philip, Tiffany's with you already, isn't she? Please tell me she is.
Huh? What is this all of a sudden?
Just like we planned, she's over there visiting you right now, right?
Yeah, she is. After my dad picked her up from preschool, they got on a plane headed for Hawaii. They arrived here safely not too long ago and are unpacking their things.
Oh, I'm so glad. God, that's such a relief. I was worried something would happen to her before she got there.
What's the matter? Did something happen with Tanya again?
Yeah, I've been letting her WhatsApp messages be, like always. None of it's been that alarming, just kinda seemed like I was letting her bark at a wall. But she sent me a particularly scary message today. She told me I'd better get a divorce unless I wanted something to happen to Tiffany. She was basically threatening me by using her.
What the actual hell? She is really the lowest of the low.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. It seems her wedding ceremony is going to be tomorrow, so that's why she's getting desperate to have me divorce.
What? If they're having a wedding ceremony so soon, does that mean she's already divorced her own husband?
Based on what she's told me over WhatsApp, that seems to be the case.
Jeez. That doesn't mean she can just threaten you into divorcing. That is crazy. What is she even planning to do to Tiffany?
I don't know, and I don't intend to find out. I also still don't know who's been her lover this entire time, especially since it's clearly not you. But I'm off work tomorrow, so I'll keep an eye out on my phone and respond to her right away this time before she has the chance to block me.
Ida.
She threatened Tiffany. I can't just ignore this anymore. I have to face her.
I'm really sorry.
What are you apologizing for? You've done nothing wrong.
You've gotten mixed up in our family situation, and it's the whole reason that Tanya is having this weird misunderstanding.
It's all right. It's not like I'm confronting her face to face. It's just over WhatsApp. It's no biggie. The second she unblocks me, I'm gonna hit her with the facts and correct her misunderstandings. That's all.
Just don't overdo it, okay?
I won't. Thanks.
Yoo-hoo! Guess what? Today's the day of my wedding ceremony, and I'm going to marry that rich husband of yours that I stole. It's going to be fantastic. It cost $50,000, you know, so it's going to be a spectacular event. Surely better than my wedding with my ex-husband.
Looks like I can finally reply to you, Tanya.
Huh? What the? You scared me. It's so early in the morning. I wasn't expecting you to respond.
I'm off work today, so I've been keeping WhatsApps open just for you.
Huh? Is that right?
You've been blocking me in between your messages this entire time, and you went out of your way to message me specifically during my work hours. It was really frustrating, and I couldn't talk to you.
Of course. That's all on purpose.
And because of that, you've been having a major misunderstanding this entire time. It's spiraling out of control, and I have to clear it up.
What on earth are you talking about?
Just so you know, I don't have a husband.
What? Oh my, that's because you've finally gotten divorced, right? And now you're single again. That's why you can say something like that, since it's technically correct now. Gosh, don't word things so confusingly.
No, you're wrong. I don't have a husband, but I do have a fiancé.
Excuse me? Look, I don't know what you've been going on about, but I have to get ready for the wedding ceremony, so toodles!
I've never gotten married before in my entire life.
What? But you have a daughter now, don't you? So, what are you saying?
She isn't related to me at all. She's my fiancé's niece.
Huh? Then why is she with you?
It was just before she transferred preschools. My fiancé's sister and her husband were involved in a traffic accident and were sent to the hospital. Those two were Tiffany's parents. For the duration of their hospitalization, it turns out they were going to be taken care of near my place of residence. There also happened to be a preschool very close to me. As such, Tiffany's been put temporarily under my care.
Wait, really? That's what's going on?
Also, there's a reason her grandpa's been picking her up now instead of me. He recently retired and moved over here last week. And, as her grandpa, he really wanted to be the one to take care of Tiffany. It worked out great for me. There was a business trip I was trying to put on hold for a while now, but thanks to this change in plans, I was able to go on it. Incidentally, I'm still at the hotel on my business trip right now.
I see. So that explains why he's been picking her up now.
With all of this out the way, I'm sure I've cleared up most of your misunderstandings, right? You're not going to get any more weird ideas, are you?
Let's see. From what I understand, it wasn't your husband I stole, it was your fiancé.
No, you're wrong.
What part of it is wrong?
My fiancé's been in a totally different state for 2 years now because of his work. You've never been acquainted with him.
Huh? Wait, just hold on a minute. Then why did I always see you coming out of that huge rich-looking house near the preschool? When I called out to the man there, he said he was the owner of the house, and because of that, I thought that meant he must 100% be your husband.
I don't live there. I actually live in the apartment across the street from their house.
Say what?
Yeah. The reason you'd often see me coming out of that house is because I became close with his wife through our similar hobbies. Also, about the people who live inside, how old is that man that you're with?
He told me he was 32.
This involves personal information that doesn't belong to me, so I can't divulge much, but what I can tell you is that there isn't a man of that age living in that house.
Huh? What is the meaning of this? I'm going to have to interrogate him at once. Oh my God, Ida, what am I going to do? He hasn't come to the wedding venue. I don't see him anywhere.
What?
And on top of that, he still hasn't paid the $50,000 for the wedding ceremony. I entrusted that money to him.
No way. You're the one who was covering all the wedding fees?
We were supposed to go halvies on it and pay $25,000 each, but he said he wouldn't be able to get that much money out until the next day. That's why he told me to pay for it in his place, and then he'd pay me back later. And what's worse, I can't even get a hold of him. I can't call him. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? On top of that $50,000, I was letting him borrow $20,000 from me.
Huh? Well,
Oh no, where on earth did he run off to? Don't tell me he got involved with an accident or something.
Tanya, this is just my theory. I could be totally wrong, but what's the possibility that he was a marriage scammer? That he never intended to marry you in the first place, and that he was always going to do this to you?
Excuse me?
If I'm wrong, I'm truly sorry. It's just, from how you're describing the situation, it was starting to sound like it might be possible.
I can't believe this.
It wouldn't be the only thing he's lied about. He lied to you about where he lived, didn't he? And he has $70,000 of your money in his pocket now. Perhaps you should investigate, just to make sure. I mean, maybe he really is in an accident or something, but you can't assume that without proof.
No way. Is this really how it is?
It turned out that, yes, her fiancé was a marriage scammer and never intended to actually marry her. Fortunately, he wasn't really good at what he does. He made a few careless mistakes that made him stand out, and it wasn't long before he was caught. According to him, Tanya had also lied to him, saying she was single. In the end, I guess they were both sorta in the wrong, huh? They're both liars. But the most glaring problem here is Tanya had taken that $70,000 from her former husband when she walked out on him. Fortunately, all of that money was found and returned safely, but $50,000 of that had to disappear into the cancellation fees for the wedding. As such, she has to pay off the remaining $50,000 on top of damages. Not only that, but she had given her husband custody over her children, so now she has to pay child support too. She's been apparently introduced to a job to help her pay off her debt, and that's where she's been working. But from what I've heard, it's a really harsh working environment that's been putting her through the ringer. Every once in a while, she can be spotted staggering down the streets. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. We look forward to your responses. See you later!
Good evening, Ava. Are you there at the house, or is this a bad time for you?
Good evening, Camilla. No, not at all. How are you? How can I help?
Well, actually, I'm just outside your house. Would you be a darling and let me inside?
You are? Right now?
Yes, I'm parked in the driveway. Can you see me?
Oh, wow. How come you're here? Are you okay? What is this about?
I can explain. Can you just let me inside first?
Camilla, I'm sorry, I would, but Chris specifically told me to only let you in once you've told us what you want.
What? That's absurd. I'm outside right now. Just let me in.
But do you mind telling me the reason first?
Ava, I am your mother-in-law. Let me inside now.
But like I said, I've been told by Chris to ask you why first.
My son wouldn't say that. Or are you making this up? Come on, don't be ridiculous. I don't have all day. Let me inside.
Please, I know this is strange, but I just need you to tell me what it is that you want. Why are you parked outside our house?
How many times are you going to make me say this? I am your mother-in-law. How dare you not let me inside my son's home? I do not need to explain myself in order to be let inside. Open up now. Eva, I mean it. Now!
Okay, listen, Camilla. If you're here for Chris, then he's not home yet. He's working overtime. And before you ask, I don't know what time he'll be back home tonight. It might be 10 or 11. I really don't know until he lets me know.
Is he really not at home yet?
No, I swear he's not here.
Well, you could have told me that before. I wasted my time texting you.
Sorry about that. So, will you be leaving now, or is there something else you wanted?
Well, if I tell you, then will you let me inside?
I guess it depends on what it is.
For goodness sake, Eva, stop this nonsense. I just forgot something at your house when I came over to visit the other day. I need to find it and take it back home with me. I know it's there.
What is it? Maybe I can help you look for it.
No, I need to look for it myself.
I can save you the hassle and just bring it over to your car if you want. What does it look like?
No, Eva, this is ridiculous. I am perfectly capable of finding my own things in there. Just let me inside, won't you? It won't take long. I know exactly where to look.
Honestly, it'll just be quicker this way. Chris will get mad if I let you in.
Is this the way you're going to treat your mother-in-law, Eva? I am his mother. Is this the way you would treat your own mother?
Fine. Okay, but please be quick. I have to prepare dinner for us and do the rest of the housework.
Yes, fine. Hurry up and open the door.
Okay. Camilla? Open the door. What's going on here? Camilla! Why won't you answer me? Open the door, Camilla. I'm calling the police. Why did you kick me out? This is my house.
Sadly, you're mistaken, Eva. As of tonight, this house belongs to me and my son. You're out.
What? That's crazy.
I never understood why my gorgeous son is living under the same roof as you. You're just an old, wrinkly, useless woman. My son deserves someone more worthy of him.
What? Camilla? You're way older than me, and you have wrinkles too. I don't think you can talk about me like that.
I'm his mother, and you're clearly very rude and too blunt for my liking. No, you're no good for my son. He deserves someone better than you.
And what do you mean by that?
How old were you again? 41, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, that's right. And what does that have to do with any of this?
Chris is only 33. Surely you can see that this is the most inappropriate marriage of all time.
What? How so?
I'd understand if you were a year apart in age, but 8 years is too much. It's embarrassing. I should have stopped him from seeing you the moment he asked me about what I thought of you. I've been regretting it ever since, so here's my chance now. I'm going to set things right for him. You need to leave my son and be with someone your own age. Leave my son alone.
Camilla, Chris and I have been together for almost 5 years. Doesn't that say anything about how serious we are about each other? How in love we are? We live together because we want to get married someday, and at the end of the day, age is just a number, isn't it?
No, not in my books. And you're not only older, but you're much, much older than my son, and a gold miner.
A gold miner?
Yes, you exploit men who are richer than you and use them for their money.
I am not that. And I think you mean a gold digger, and I'm not that either.
Yes, you goddamn well are.
I don't think you know me at all. I knew you never liked me, but this is too much. Why did you have to kick me out of my own home?
Because you don't deserve to be here.
Oh my god, Camilla, this is insane. Please? It's getting late, and I don't want my neighbors to pry. Can we just talk about this inside? Camilla!
I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to divert my attention by changing topics here. But I won't let that happen. You're in it for my son's money and status, and I won't let you take advantage of him like this anymore. I'm here to protect my son and save him from this damn predicament.
What are you talking about?
You just want this house so that you can have his assets. But don't you dare for a minute think this house belongs to you.
Stop! Camilla! Let's calm down for a minute here, okay?
This is my son's house. So get out and stay out.
Camilla, that house is under my name. I bought it with my money.
Oh, please. You're a liar too now, huh? You won't deceive me. I know you can't possibly afford a house like this, not you.
And how would you know? I have a decent job that pays me well. In fact, my job is pretty lucrative, thank you very much.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
What the heck? Have you been drinking again, Camilla?
No, I'm totally sober. In fact, I haven't had a single sip of anything today.
Well, then why are you acting so crazy?
I already told you that I'm not going to tell you again.
But I don't understand why you hate me this much just because of my age. You're discriminating, and it's awful.
Oh, hush your mouth. Just leave and get out of my sight.
I'm telling you, this is my house. I bought it, and I have every right to be inside it right now. You're the one who needs to get off my property.
No, I won't let you inside, and I'm certainly against you marrying my son, too. Here's your cue to stay out of our lives, Eva. Go on. Shoo!
Fine. I won't marry him then.
Good. See? That wasn't so hard, was it? Now leave. Go somewhere where we can never see you again. Go! Go!
Hey, babe. Are you done with work now? Still at the office?
Hey. Yeah, I was just about to text you to tell you that I'm on my way home. What's up?
Well, it's your mom.
Oh no, what is it this time? You didn't let her inside, did you?
So... God, I don't even know where to start.
Oh my god, you did, didn't you? See? I told you she is nothing but trouble once you let her inside our house.
No, Chris, I didn't let her inside. It's actually the opposite.
The opposite? Oh, what do you mean?
I've been locked outside our house, as in your mom locked me out.
What? What the heck? Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
How the heck did that happen?
Your mom came around asking me to let her inside.
Right.
And you know how we talked about how we shouldn't let her inside unless it's urgent?
Yeah, and so what happened?
Well, she said she forgot something here when she came around the other day, and she wanted to come and pick it up, so I let her in.
Oh god, okay, and then what? How did that lead to you being locked out?
And then she pushed me out.
What?
Yeah, just like that. She physically, literally pushed me out.
You didn't push back.
I mean, yeah, of course. To some extent, yes. I know I'm stronger than her, but she's also your mom.
Oh man, so you're really locked out right now.
Yes, and now I'm outside without my coat or bag or anything, just this phone.
Oh my god, what the heck? Why the heck is she doing this to you? Let me call her.
No, wait. Before you do anything, just hold on. Let me send you screenshots of our text conversation we just had before I called you. Then you'll see why she's doing this to me. Then after that, maybe you can call her. It might be easier to talk to her that way.
Okay, go on then. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm sending them to you now. Did you get them?
Yeah, I'm still reading them. Just give me 1 second. I need to leave the office first.
Sure, let me know once you're done reading all of it.
Okay, sure, hang on. Hey, Eva, so I've read them now. Sorry it took a while to get back to you. I had to lock up the office while reading it. Had to read everything twice to make sure I got everything.
Hey, no problem.
Babe, I am so sorry about this. My mom is being such a cow and totally unreasonable. But don't worry about it, okay? We'll sort this out together.
It's okay, it's not your fault or anything.
She's always been so overprotective of me, and she hates any girl I date. It's nothing against you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
She thinks everyone's a pathological liar, and that's one of the reasons why my dad left her. I told you this before, right? Seriously, there is something really wrong with this woman.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do here, though? It's almost an hour since I've been sitting here on the front porch. I can hear her doing stuff inside. I feel like she is literally making herself feel at home when this is our home.
Oh, shoot. Okay, man. Think. Oh, Chris, think. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yes, I know how you like to do that. It's fine. I understand.
We need to do something about you being out there first. You can't be there. You need to be inside somewhere safe. How about a restaurant or something?
No, that part's fine now. I actually found a hotel nearby, so I'm going to stay the night here. I have my app that's linked to my credit card, so I managed to pay for everything on it.
Ah, okay, so you're at the hotel already?
Yeah, just at the lobby waiting to get my keys.
Oh, wow, okay, that's good. Nice idea.
I know. I really considered calling the police, you know. But she's your mom, and I guess I just felt bad. But I was so close to doing it, Chris. I really don't like her. I know she's your mom and everything, but she's pure evil.
I know. I am so sorry that you have to go through this, and listen, thanks for not calling the cops on her.
Sure, but if I have to next time, I am not going to hesitate, you know. I won't care if she's your mom or not. I'll just do it and call the police.
I know, I get it.
I can't get back into my house because I've been kicked out, and that should be a crime.
I know. Listen, I've tried calling her multiple times. She's still not answering. Let me try again.
Okay. Any luck?
Nope, I think she switched off her phone.
My God, what does she think she's doing?
It's gonna take me a while to get to where you are. We need to come up with a plan. Let me head over to your hotel first. How about that?
Yeah, I was going to suggest for you to do that anyway, too.
Okay, good. I should be there in like 30 minutes. By the way, about the text conversation that you had with her. You told my mom that you won't marry me. Did I read that right?
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, no, I was just saying that just to agree with her. I just wanted to end the conversation. None of that is true, don't worry.
Oh, thank God. Man, I was like, if you were seriously reconsidering being together with me just because of her, I don't know what I would have done, but I would have gone crazy.
Don't worry, that was all bluff.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so that's one thing off my mind.
So, do you want me to send you the address of the hotel?
Yes, please. And I'll let you know when I'm there.
Sure, will do.
Hey, you. Sorry I had to leave you early this morning.
You have work. I know. Don't worry. I guess I'm going to have to spend another night here, huh?
Yeah, sorry about that. It'll just be for one more night, I promise.
Sure. At least we managed to get me some fresh new underwear.
Yeah, at least there's that. But listen, I have something interesting you need to know about the house.
What is it?
So, I just found out. It's gonna take a long time for me to explain, and I think it's better to talk to you in person. I'm on my way back there now, so let's talk then.
Oh, sure, okay.
I know I should have called you, but I just thought I'd text. Anyway, so stay put at the hotel, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Don't worry, it's not like I have a new set of clothes to go out with anyway.
Okay, sorry, babe. I'll be there soon.
Yep, I'll be here.
Mom? I heard from Eva that you're inside our house. If so, can you please let me in? I forgot my keys.
Chris! Oh, finally, my gorgeous son. Oh, how silly of you to forget your keys. But of course, I'm coming down now, honey. Hang on a second, dear.
Mom, but before you let me in, Eva told me that you went in because you forgot something at the house when you came over the other day. Did you find it?
Oh, that. Yes, I found it. Or more like, it was in my handbag the entire time.
So you didn't need to go inside our house then?
Well, I suppose so, but I only realized it when I just couldn't find what I was looking for in the house.
Right, Mom. And also, are you sure I can come inside?
What? Why would you ask me that? This is your house.
But you'll let me inside, right?
Yes, it's taking me a while to go down the stairs. You know me and my bad hip. It's also not an easy task to text you back while climbing down the stairs, honey. But anything for you, my son.
Right, well, this feels weird to ask your permission to let me back inside my house, but just hurry up, Mom. And bring your bag with you.
My bag? Why?
Just do it, Mom.
Has this got something to do with Eva? Whatever she told you, don't believe her. Just ignore her. She's gone now.
She's gone now. Don't make this difficult for me, Mom. Anyway, hurry up and let me inside.
Okay, hold your horses, dear. Don't be a silly monkey. This is your house and mine now. I'll be down in a minute, all right? Let me make you a cup of tea and some dinner. I'll whip up something nice for us, all right?
I'm not hungry, it's fine.
Oh, don't be silly. I know that once there's food on the table, you're going to want to eat it all.
Okay, just hurry up.
Chris, open the door. What do you think you're doing? Answer me and open this goddamn door. Why did you kick me out and why did you bring her here too? I made her disappear for you, honey. We're meant to live in this house together, remember?
No, Mom. You and I are not meant to live together. What you're meant to do is stay out of our lives.
What, honey? Come on, please. Let me inside.
No, Mom. I'm gonna marry Eva no matter what you say.
Okay, honey, but just let me inside, please. It's so dark and cold here, all right?
Is it? I don't recall you giving a damn about Eva when you kicked her out just 2 days ago.
Oh, come on. She can handle it, but I can't.
Then you can too, Mom. And besides, this house belongs to us. It's not yours. You were just squatting here and that's illegal.
Illegal? No, it wasn't like that.
Eva was about to call the cops. Did you know that? But she didn't. And you want to know why? Because you're my mother. But unless you leave our territory right now, I'll be the one to call the cops on you, Mom.
Honey, darling, is she making you say this? If so, she's just trying to brainwash you, honey. Please, this is me, your mother. You can't make me stay outside in the cold like this. I'll freeze to death.
Mom, Eva told you that this house belongs to her. She was telling the truth. She was the one who bought this house. She has every right to live in this house and do whatever she wants with it.
What? No, honey, I know you're not telling the truth. She can't afford a house like that. Not even in a million years. We all know that you're the breadwinner here. Come on, wake up now. Don't make me mad, okay? She's no good for you, and we can all see that. Mommy's always right, okay?
What the heck? No, shut up, Mom. Eva runs her own business. She earns way more than me, okay? She's the CEO of her own company.
What? She is? Are you sure, honey?
Yes, look online or whatever you want if you don't believe me.
Really? I guess. Well, I guess you were telling the truth, honey.
See? What did I tell you? Now do you get it? Eva was telling you the truth the entire time, and so was I. You always think you're being lied to, and that just goes to show that there's something wrong with you, Mom. Not us or the people around you. You're what's wrong.
No, Chris, but I thought you had a great job.
Yes, I do. I do, but I'm not the CEO, am I? I just work in sales at an IT company. That's all. Eva's the one who has the talent to become CEO. She's got the knack for it. Not me, okay?
But I thought you were the one who brought this lovely house. It's in my taste as well. I secretly thought you purchased this for me so that you and I could live here together. I mean, you have that lovely backyard with all of the flowers I like. Wasn't that for me?
No, Mom. Eva just happens to like those flowers too. Sorry to disappoint you, but this house is for me and Eva.
Oh, darling, please. You have to let me in now. It's so cold out here.
No, Mom. I know what you're trying to do. It is not gonna work.
It's really cold out here.
I know why you wanted to stay here. I know, Mom. There is no point in hiding it.
What do you mean?
I heard from your landlord that you haven't been paying the rent for the last 3 months. Isn't that right?
How did you manage to get hold of him?
Mom, I am not an idiot. I know you quit your part-time job too.
What? How do you know that too? Have you been spying on me?
No, it's not that hard to find these things out, okay?
I thought you had enough money to take care of me, honey. You know how I've never liked working at that bakery. The mornings are too early for me, and my fingers, they got all pruny from all the kneading and everything.
So you quit? Just like that because your fingers were getting pruny?
Oh, honey. Yes, I quit my job. I left everything behind to start fresh with you. Just me and you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that, Mom. You jumped the gun and it looks like you shot yourself in the foot too.
Don't say that, honey. I have nowhere to go now, Chris. I hardly have any money left for a hotel or anything. What do you expect me to do?
I expect you to go and live with Uncle Rob.
Rob? My brother? You got in touch with Rob?
Yeah, I had no other choice. You're gonna live with him at his house instead.
No, no, no! You know your Uncle Rob and I don't get along. He wouldn't agree to that anyway.
But he did. I was on the phone to him earlier and told him everything.
No, you can't be serious.
I know you think I'm lying again, Mom, but I am not, okay?
Please, no. It's going to be a nightmare living with him. I'd much rather live with you, my gorgeous son. Darling, honey, please.
Sorry, but it is too late. It looks like Uncle Rob just arrived.
What? No!
You should have seen my mom's face when Uncle Rob came to pick her up. Sorry to say, Mom, but she looked hideous. She literally clung onto the street lamp outside of our house, and we were worried she might even break it somehow, but she didn't. The street lamp is safe. Uncle Rob was furious. He just wasn't having it. He's always been on my side, so when I told him all about how reckless Mom was being, he came to help me out. As for me and my wife, we got married a few months after this incident, and now she's got a bun in the oven. We've been blessed with an angel, and we can't wait to meet her. I think we'll wait a while until Mom can get some professional help or some other kind of therapy before she meets her first grandchild. I do feel bad for my mom, but she needs to learn a lesson, and let's hope she does. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.